Hello and welcome back to another episode of Glenleathann. So, previously we obviously mowed our grass fields and began tedding them. I've obviously tedded all the grass fields off screen, what was left to ted, and I've rode it all up with the windrower. So the job today is we are going to go baling. So, got the baler all hooked up on the John Deere, ready to go. I am hoping to get all the baling done today. Whether we'll get all the bales collected up today, I'm not too sure. But I am hoping to get everything baled. But yeah, did I think a nice job rowing everything up. Fold it like so. Then we'll turn her on, lower the pickup, and off we go. There we go. We'll change that. There we go. So I'm not too sure how the fields are going to yield, obviously because they need stuff like ploughing and lime and whatnot doing to them when we did mow them. So I'm not looking to get a massive amount of bales. Obviously when we do the second cut, which I'm hoping we'll do this year. We are in September now. We might do it this year, we might not. We'll have to see. But anyway, either way, next time we come to mowing the fields, that'll be for silage. So this is going to go for to the sheep. So when we got all this baled up and collected in, we'll purchase some sheep then. So there you go. I think that's our first bale dropped. Lovely job. Overall, I think it is yielding fairly decent, to be honest, from the looks of things. We do seem to be getting a decent amount of bales. I've got the bale counter on. We've got 2 so far from the headlands. You have to remember as well, these Heston bales do hold a fair amount of material, so 2 bales may not sound many, but in actual fact, because of these Heston bales, they that is quite a lot. So I'd say overall we are yielding quite nicely, considering not much work had been done to the fields. There we go. We'll go to the top of this field now. Like so. But yes, not much news happened recently. Obviously FarmCon was the other weekend. Got an insight into the horse machines a bit more. I know they did show off the new premium edition DLC as well, showing some machines on that. So that was quite nice to have a bit of a preview of them and see how they work. But other than that, not too much has happened in the farm sim world. I did do a map first look on a Saxthorpe farm, which I'm hoping to start a series on this week. The first episode, I'm hoping it should come out Wednesday, so do keep your eyes peeled for that. This obviously is going out on Monday, so yeah, keep your eyes peeled on Wednesday for that episode. again as well, I've mentioned it in previous episodes, but I'd just like to mention it again. We are growing bit by bit each week. People are hitting the subscribe button, so really appreciate it. And like I've said in the past, welcome to all the new subscribers to the channel. Hope you do enjoy your time here and the content I put out. And if you haven't hit it already, definitely consider hitting the subscribe button. Got a few different ideas in the pipeline. So yeah, some nice things to come. There we go, doing a lovely job collecting this hay up. Now, some people will think, because obviously I put the straw in where the cow robotic feeder is, will think I should do the same with the hay. Only thing is, obviously, straw I can't use for the sheep. I don't think I can use them obviously for the horse pasture, so there's only really one thing we could have used it for other than sell it, and that was for the cows. So that's why I put the straw straight in. Whereas these, well, obviously we'll get a few sheep to begin with and put in whatever hay is needed, and then the rest of it we'll store in the shed, and we can carry on feeding our sheep. And when we've made some silage, then I can put some hay in the cow robotic feeder and get some cows, because we'll have all the elements to produce TMR for them. So that's sort of my plan anyway for getting animals and growing the farm. I have been doing a few contracts off screen as well, trying to get a bit more money together. But I think, you know, so far we're I think we're doing well, growing nicely. Oh, I should have gone on that other swath. How many bales are we on so far? We're on 10. Just from the headland, which is really nice. There we go. We'll come back down that other swath. Get the headland cleared up. I do really like these bales, to be honest. They're really nice, chunky looking bales. I do prefer these to the in-game bales. I just think the in-game ones, they're just a bit too small. And I think these just look proper bales. How bales should be. There we go, perfect. And would you just look at that view? So I think we've done really well on this field. We're on 22 bales so far, soon to be 23 when this bale drops. But I think, yeah, I'm really pleased with how many bales we've got off this field. Really pleased. Means as well, if we've yielded this well just for hay, that when we do silage, we're yeah, going to do really, really well. Hopefully fill up that silage pit, which will be good. So no, I'm pleased. I didn't expect to get this many bales, if I'm being honest. I thought we might get 15 or 16. I didn't think we'd get as many bales as what we have done. So no, that's really, really pleasing. But look at the soil for this field. Yeah, it's not great soil either. Like, half of it is, well, nearly half of it is silty clay. I'm interested to see what this field is, because this is a majority silty clay. So, but I mean, if we're yielding well off that sandy loam is obviously has probably contributed quite a bit to it. But yeah, the other fields will be interesting. Field 32 might be quite good, but yeah, 26 and 31 are going to be interesting, especially 26, because obviously it being mostly silty clay. So yeah, interesting though. Very, very interesting. Let's have a look at the quick pH levels as well. Obviously our yield. Yeah, it's yielded not bad this field. This field, yeah, going to be questionable, field 26. Yeah, we're going to need to spread some lime on them, but that's not a problem. Hopefully it should bring up our environmental score. I'm hoping. Tillage, I think, will do, yeah, because that count as ploughing. Weed control doesn't really count at the moment. Yeah. No, seems all ticking along really, really nicely, which is good. There we go, 24 bales. In terms of size as well, which is the bigger field, this is 3.32 hectares, that is 2.54. So yeah, gonna be interesting to see how many bales we get. If we say 15 or 16 bales off that field, then I think fair estimate. But 25 off this one, so we say 10 bales less. Yeah. Let's just reset the bale count. Is that button? Let's see how we do. I mean, it's already shooting up quite quick. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. I think if we get 2 bales off this, what's it, first headland, then we're going to be yielding well again. It's funny with the yields in farm sim sometimes. I sometimes wonder whether it's actually worthwhile putting in all the extra work, fertilising and whatnot, you know, to supposedly get that better yield when you get decent yields like this and not a lot of work's been done. Yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, this supposedly should yield worse, a lot worse than that field, because it's silty clay. And obviously when we've mowed the field, the what's call it, the yield hasn't been as good as the other field when we mowed it. But I mean, We've pretty much got 2 bales, I'd say. Yeah, 2 bales. I'm not going to count the first one. So obviously we had half off the other field, but yeah. It is very interesting sometimes. Sometimes difficult to follow yields and whatnot on farm sim. There we are anyway. One thing I did forget to say as well is all the wheat that we put at the flour mill has been made into flour now, so I've transferred it all to the bakery. So now we're just waiting on it to make it all into bread, which is good. It has put 1 pallet out of bread so far, but I don't know when best time to sell bread is going to be. It'll be January time, so that's going to be the best time to sell bread. So we're a bit off yet, but it should, by the time we come to January, hopefully we'll have made all the flour that we had into bread. So gives us enough time anyway. Obviously as well, now we're in September, we can plant our arable field with wheat again. So that'll be good. And then come October, we'll be able to harvest the cornfield as well. So plenty of jobs to be getting on with on the farm, which is nice. Keep us nice and busy. But yeah, I mean, this field, yeah. It's supposedly smaller than the other one. Look at it. 2.54 hectares, that's 3.32. So that is a bigger field, and I think we're going to get more bales off this one personally. We're on 11 already, and I've only really done the headlands, to be honest. I've done a bit going up and down, but we're already on 11 bales. So yeah, it's interesting sometimes, farm sim. It is interesting. I'd say, to be honest, looking at them, they're both about the same size fields. Maybe this one's a bit bigger. But yeah, overall they're about, I'd say, the same size. We'll crack on nevertheless. One thing I am going to do, I think, as well, is I'm going to purchase the Heath Super Chaser to collect the bales up. Just a lot more quicker collecting them up, and I think just like on a field like this on a hill, just going to be a pain in the arse to try and stack them manually. So yeah, I think I'm going to get the auto stacker. I'll probably stack them manually in the yard, but just to collect them up off the field, I'm going to use the Super Chaser. There we go. We could get close though to possibly 60, 70 bales, which would be nice, be a good start for the sheep. Means we won't have to worry about running out of food for them. But yeah, it's like I say, considering this field is pretty much mainly silty clay, yielding well. Yielding very well. struggled to get up at this hill. I maybe should have rode it the other way. There we go. It turns out I was about right. How many bales? I said about 16 or 17. There we go, 18. So I actually thought it was going to that field was going to yield a lot more than or the same as what the other field was going to do, and it didn't in the end. So I spoke too soon. Obviously, I'm not expecting massive amounts off this field or the next one because they're only small fields. So I know the other one, the last one, is less than a hectare. So probably actually better working in acres. We look at it now. Will it show me in hectares or acres? No, it's just going to show me in hectares still. Yeah, it's less than a hectare, so this is, what is this? This is still showing me hectares. There we go, it's 4 feet, yeah. Where it's counting the edge of the field. I'd say 4.5 acres. $43 bales though in total, which is nice. Just reset its bale counter. Yeah, 43 bales so far, so we're doing well. We'll get to that 60 bale mark. We could do it yet. We get 10 off this field and 10 off the other. I don't miss anything. There we go. Yeah, like I say, plenty of jobs to be getting on with. Got that field to seed now. So we'll do that when we've got the grass work done. I think the only thing that's put me off with the horses is obviously they need water. Having to cart water backwards and forwards to them, it's going to be a bit of a pain in the arse. So, not at the moment anyway, because we haven't got the amount of cows to warrant it. But I'm thinking when we have got a lot of cows, I'm thinking of selling this pasture and putting an extra silage pit beside it. Because I just, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the doing the horses. I think they're a lot of work for not much return. And I think just, yeah, having to ride them every day, cart water to them every day, I just don't think they're worth the money in the long run. So sheep, all we got to do is just stick them, you know, make sure the hay's topped up, stick a bale in now and again, and keep collecting the wool. That's all we got to do with the sheep. So I think later down the line I might make the wool into fabric and then sell the fabric. I think at the moment, while we're paying off, because I've got a loan obviously from buying the flour mill and the bakery, I think while we're paying that off, I'm just going to sell the wool when it's, you know, at its best price. And then once we've paid the loan off for the flour mill and the bakery, then we'll look at getting a loan and purchasing the production to make fabric. But yeah, I think if we get 10 bales off this field, that'd be good. And if we get 7 off the other, that'd be sort of the 60 mark. But yeah, I'm going to crack on, get this this field done and the field over there done, and I'll come back when I've baled it all. There we are. We're just finishing up the last little bit to bale. We did get 10 bales off that field, so that was good. And then we've got 7 off this one, which makes 60. So very, very nice harvest of hay overall. Very, very pleased with that. Park it up. Like I say, I'm going to get the Heath Super Chaser, get them all collected up. There we go, get this disconnected. Lovely. We'll stick some fuel in this as well. Running a bit low. And while that's filling up, I am going to end the video for today. So, I hope you have enjoyed watching. Like I say, next episode we'll collect all the bales up and whatnot, and then we'll probably look at getting some sheep next episode as well, because we'll obviously feed a few of the hay bales to them. Not too sure how many sheep we will get. We'll quick look at how much. I'd quite like to get 50. I think if we get, then we'll get these ones. If we were to get 50, that would be 9.7. So we could afford them. So I think that's what we'll do next episode. We'll purchase them and feed some hay to them. So, but yeah, like I say, I hope you have enjoyed today's episode. If you have, as always, please hit that like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Bye, guys.